Jai Hind children, welcome back to our GK class.
Next, we move on to our second chapter, Chemistry Curiosity. Chemistry is the study of all kinds of matter around us. This makes it exciting because chemistry teaches us to put the materials in our world to the best uses possible. So, first question. Which is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust? That is aluminium. Then second question. Which two elements make up human teeth? Calcium and phosphorus. Third question. By what familiar name is the compound sodium bicarbonate known? Baking soda. Fourth question. What is the chemical name for common salt? Sodium chloride. Fifth question. The chemical formula for which everyday item is H2O. That is water. Then sixth question. What kind of chemical compound is vinegar? It is an acid. Then seventh question. What is calcium hypochlorite used in homes as bleach? Eighth question. What elements are used in making brass? Copper and zinc. Ninth question. What elements are used in making bronze? That is copper and tin. And the last question. Which gas when solidified is called dry ice? That is carbon dioxide. Which is the most abundant non-metal in the earth? Oxygen. Which is the second most abundant metal in the earth's crust? That is iron. Name the acid found in vinegar. Acetic acid. What is the outer covering of teeth called? Enamel. Which element is present in diamond? Carbon. So, the third chapter, Biology Bouncers. The science of biology is crucial to our existence. After all, it teaches us about our own lives and those of the living things with whom we share this planet. First question. Through which organ do fish breathe? Answer, gills. Second question. Which compound in our blood gives it its red color? That is hemoglobin. You will study about all these in your science subject this year itself. Then third question. Which common household reptile can shed its tail to fool its predators? Answer, gecko. So what is predator? Predator means an animal that hunts, kills and eats other animals. Fourth question. Veins carry blood from the body to the heart. Which vessels carry blood from the heart to the body parts? Answer, arteries. That also you will study in this year. So fifth question. What do we call animals who can adjust their body temperatures to outside conditions? The answer, warm-blooded animals. So, warm-blooded animals are defined as the animals which can regulate and maintain constant internal body temperature. They can survive in any temperature range as they can adapt it to easily. Mammals, birds, etc. are examples. Then cold-blooded animals can be defined as the animals which cannot regulate their internal body temperature with the change in the environment. They cannot survive in extreme temperature conditions. Examples of cold-blooded animals are reptiles, fish, amphibians, etc. Then the sixth question. If hibernation is sleeping through cold weather, what is sleeping through hot weather? Answer: estivation. Estivation or summer sleep is the state of inactivity or low metabolic process performed by the animals during summers. On the other hand, hibernation is the state of inactivity or low metabolic process performed by the animals during winters. Following are the major difference between estivation and hibernation. Hibernation is also known as winter sleep. Estivation is also known as summer sleep. Hibernation is for longer duration and estivation is for short duration. In hibernation, animals look for a warm place to sleep. In estivation, animals look for a moist, cool and shady place to sleep. Hibernation takes place in warm and cold-blooded animals like bats, mammals, etc. Estivation takes place in cold-blooded animals like snail, earthworm, frogs, tortoise, etc. Then, seventh question. What is called the basic unit of life? Answer: cell. Eighth question. By what process do plants make their food? That you know, photosynthesis. You already studied in first chapter of your science subject, isn't it? So the ninth question. What medical process prevents dangerous diseases from occurring? That is vaccination. You may have taken vaccination when you were babies. For example, polio vaccine. Do you remember that? Then 10th question. What fungus is added to baked foods to make them fluffy? Answer: yeast. About yeast, you will study in this year itself. Okay. Next chapter, literary labyrinth. How many of these literary terms can you name from their descriptions? The first one, a word that resembles or suggests the sound that it describes. Onomatopoeia. The second one, the repetition of the sound of the first or second letter in a series of words to create a musical effect. Alliteration. The repetition of vowel sounds in successive words to create a musical effect. Assonance. The fourth one, the repetition of consonant sounds in successive words to create a musical effect. Consonants. A figure of speech in which a person not present is addressed. Apostrophe. An exaggeration used to heighten the effect produced. Hyperbole. A figure of speech where the reality is the opposite of what is being implied. Irony. Contradictory words placed beside each other. Oxymoron. The expression of sound, smell, taste or physical feeling through language. Imagery. Giving human attributes to an animal, object or idea. Personification. An implied comparison between two things that are dissimilar. Metaphor. A direct comparison between two things that are dissimilar. Simile. The introduction to a literary work. Prologue. The conclusion to a literary work. Epilogue. Example of these literary terms. Onomatopoeia, cuckoo, murmur. Alliteration, sheep should sleep in a shed. Assonance, men sell the wedding bells. Consonants, Mike likes his new bike. Apostrophe, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Hyperbole, I have told you to clean your house 1,000,000 times. Irony, a pilot has a fear of heights. Oxymoron, act naturally. Imagery, the concert was so loud that her ears rang for days afterwards. Personification, lightning danced across the sky. Metaphor, the snow is white blanket. Simile, she is as innocent as an angel. Find out these literary terms in this word search puzzle. That's all for today's class. Thank you.